Sometimes I think sitting on trains. Every step I get to a night game. Everyone's a winner, we're making our fame. Burn fight, hustle, I'm making my name. It's what I wanna do. I'm taking my name. What I wanna do. I'm taking my name. What I wanna do. I'm taking my name. What I wanna do. I'm taking my name.
Yes, I do. I want to take your money.
Very
Everyone's
true. Very true.
I'll take any money. I'll take any money, baby. I'll take Eddie money. Eddie money, baby. There you go. Oh, hello, one and all. Oh, this is the excuse me. Allergies are kicking my ass today. Welcome, one and all, to OT with ENS, or otherwise called ONSIDE Take with ERok in space. I want to thank everyone for your support that has been so tremendous. And I mean tremendous. I mean badass. Thank you. Much obliged. Last episode, it's going to keep going. Apparently, the numbers are keep going or keep coming and keep coming and keep coming and keep them on coming. Keep them on coming. You know, it's very flattering that y'all actually can tolerate us, but also find us as charming as we are
handsome.
Well, I was going to say annoying, but that too. All right. So either way, I want to again say that this is ONSIDE Take. We are a representative for most part of BSP Back Sports Page. Thank you so much. Back Sports Page, Randy Z, Mason, our football editor, Rob, our basketball editor, even good old fashioned Jeremy. I mean, I guess we can mention him. He's on Cut the Nets. That's another show that we our website does, and we support them as our sister show. So this is the time where it's prime, not steak. But there's no mistake because everything right now is in place to where we want to roll, and it's going to get so real that we want to get into the pace that we run, we sprint, we roll, and guess what? We're going to run so far we get over there. Where's that place? Oh, yeah. It's outer space.
Thank you, as always, with the amazing introductions, Mr. Charismatic Enigma himself. The man who doesn't need an introduction, but we do it because it will inflate his ego. We know, just man with words. ERok. That's all I can say.
I do have mad words, and sometimes that works to my advantage, and it's for better or worse, I suppose, right?
I feel like it's for better 90% of the time, though.
Well, I agree, but it's like it's gotten me into trouble a lot of times too. So I stay humble if I can. It doesn't always work that way because when I say I'm humble, I'm getting a cut tonight. Gigi, you're beautiful. I gotta come in for a cut. I swear, I'm getting ragged. Jake's got the fresh cut going on, but he's got everything equal up here and there. So
surprisingly, I did it myself. I don't have a Gigi in my life, so I just do it myself.
No, it's not surprising. I used to do it myself.
It's also cheaper. It's also so much cheaper.
Oh no, I didn't get a haircut for 10 years. But you know what I found out?
What, because you were bald or because you grew it out?
Yes. Everything. No, what it was one, I was cheap. Two, I was bald. And second and thirdly, it's because I really like it when I like the shampoo thing, and I like the way I just like getting my hair cut. It's kind of, I don't need a massage. I
like getting pampered.
It's just the haircut is almost as good as a massage. It's like, for me, that's just a personal opinion, you know.
Fair enough.
I don't know how. I used to cut my hair. True story, and I've said this before. When I would go out to the bar, I'd come back, I'd eat cookout to anyone else, they probably don't know what cookout is. But we'll call it, instead of cookout, whoever doesn't know it, we'll call it In-N-Out Burger. We'll call it Taco Bell. We'll talk. It's fast food, whatever. So you get out of the bar, you go get your fast food, you come back, and then all of a sudden you go in to the bathroom and you're like, I need a haircut. And then you cut your own hair. I did that so many times, but I gave myself my best haircuts during that time. I'm just letting y'all know. And for some reason, I said no. It's enough is enough. It's time to let the professionals step in, you know. And although this is actually me, this is me today. This is all me. What's up? What's up? There you go.
Nice. Right. It looks very nice.
No, I'm very, very handsome and dashing today. All right. But Jake, you look absolutely dashing yourself today. You look extremely. Look at that goatee. Look at that. It's just.
I gotta trim around it tonight. That's gonna be
trim around it a little bit, but other than that, it looks dashing. I like the thickness of the chin going on here.
Thank you.
For a guy who's like 14 years old, you have a very good beard. That's all.
Great. Thanks, Eric.
For the record, he's 22, 21.
No, 23 going on 24.
Oh, he looks like he's 40, but he's actually 23. I swear. Yeah. He looks like he should be old. I heard that in the background. Mama and Papa Space are in the background. Shout out to Mama and Papa Space as well. Pisciuto. Mama and Papa Pisciuto. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. No, I'm sorry.
You're pronouncing it. Well,
they're also very supportive of our show and of their son, who also puts up with me. So, and shout out to my mom as well, Adrian Livingood. And new shout out for today, Mike Amoroso. Love you. All right. My brother from another mother, although he might as well be around here. All right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to look somewhere a little bit more distant here.
Yep.
It's somewhere beyond this flat Earth. It's beyond this flat planet that we have. It's somewhere around there.
You know, I think a great way to describe it is something that everyone loves to go in person to see. You know, the sun.
Oh, Def Leppard?
Okay, that's number two. I say Def Leppard, and then number two would be this. And you know,
sweet. J. Cole.
Romantic.
J. Cole?
That's good. No, you like to play it while you're there. And it's gonna be called Onside the Horizon.
It's this orange ball, right?
Yeah.
That's that thing, right? All right.
Exactly.
So it's not an orange, it's not a basketball. Oh wait, isn't that thing called like but it's Onside. Oh, it's Onside the Horizon. That's what.
Yes.
There we go. And that is with Onside the Horizon with, ironically, space. There we go. I was not. I didn't mean.
I can't tell if you're trying to point to me or you're dabbing.
I'm gonna start making notes. Like I'm gonna put sticky notes on my corners of my computer for perspective.
But no, yes, this is the segment where we talk about anything coming up that we are looking forward to, that we're most excited about before we grace y'all with our presence next Wednesday. Eric, I want you to start first this time. I would love to.
Sorry, I had to get off camera just a second because I was like, my brother came into town and turned off the power switch to where the fan is. I'm like, I am hot. It's 85 degrees in CBD. Oh my god! And I've had to kill so many mosquitoes. One of the few bugs I'll actually want to kill. Oh god! But that's my Onside the Horizon.
That's it.
Hell with mosquitoes, damn it! Oh god!
No.
And I don't mind the heat, just as long as I got a fan. All right, so why am I holding this? Doesn't really matter. All right. I'm sorry, everyone. I am just so discombobulated right now.
Scatterbrained. It's all right, Eric.
So scatterbrained. There's a reason. I promise. All right, so. Why don't you go first? Actually, so I'm so scatterbrained. You please go first. Please help me out. Help a brother out, man.
All right, Eric. Okay.
Please help me.
What I'm looking forward to. It's really on the horizon. It's going to be the new implementation, and we'll kind of talk about it in one of our other segments coming up soon. But it is the new rule change that the NCAA implemented to kind of be more on the lines of what the NFL does. So I will kind of wait to touch upon it. I'll just say this. I think personally, it's going to really change the dynamic of the games and make things a lot more strategic than when we get late into games in nitty-gritty. But you're going to have to keep listening because it's going to be coming up soon on what it exactly is. So, ERok, on to you.
All right, I'm ready now. I promise I am ready now. I'm on side ready. Okay, so I will. What I was going to originally say was something that we're going to cover, and it's the juicy. It's the medium rare meat of filet mignon of what we're going to talk about. So I'm going to let that some be simmer for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So in the meantime, what I'm going to say is I'm looking forward to the Bruins next game to how are they going to come back from this? And I'm really not worried about it.
Even though it's on right now, ERok?
I'm not a Bruins fan.
Next game or the night?
Yeah, they lost to the Panthers. Florida Panthers for the record. I mean, it's just funny with that behind me. But
they're also missing their captain. I mean,
no. I'm not sweating it. No. I'm not either. They're going to come back with a vengeance. It's going to be the reverse. It's going to be 6-2. Sorry, allergies are kicking my ass. No, they're going to my prediction is Bruins are going to win 6-2 next game. That's it. Flat out. Goaltending. It may not even be that. It might be 5-1.
Okay.
But I just don't have any issue. But it's cool because the Canes are actually playing better. Well, they're not playing better. They have a better series record. I wouldn't say they're playing better. I can't wait to see if it becomes Bruins and Canes. And then it's going to be like, all right, whatever. Between me and Space here, I'm not going to be like mad about it because I'd rather see history than I would be about. I don't have like loyalty to the Canes like that. I love that they're in my state. I love that they're in my state. But
the next series, if the Bruins win, anyways, is going to be against either Tampa Bay or
it's going to be Tampa Bay. It's going to be the Lightning
or the Maple Leafs. Sorry, I was drawing blank for a second.
No, Maple Leafs ain't doing it. They had that, but they're going to get their net. It's going to be the Lightning is what the next one is, right? No?
What?
The Lightning's not the next one?
No, it would be. It's whoever wins that matchup because it's.
Oh, it's going to be the Lightning. It's going to be the Lightning. I really do. Dude, the Maple Leafs are like the Jets of the NHL, man. They are not going. I mean, technically it'd be the Islanders, but in this case, the people they always just they don't do it, man. Edmonton Oilers have a better chance than they do, and that's saying something. That's what I think.
That's fair.
I've been paying attention to this a lot more for this network, and also because of you. That's another reason.
Thank you.
Because I care about you that much.
Thanks.
And also, I really don't mind the Boston Bruins. I really do. I really don't mind Boston Bruins. It's like the Boston Red Sox. It's like, I don't like baseball, but if I'm going to cheer for someone, roll with it.
One last thing. I mean, the Red Sox and like Bruins are like those teams that like they're like anti-Yankees or Patriots. You just love them. You know.
Oh no, anti-Patriots. No, that's a real thing. Actually, these days I don't care anymore. Patriots are they're old news. They're old news. I don't care anymore. They're old news. Go away. That's all right. Belichick, as long as he's GM, they're done. That's all good with me. You know I'm right too. So
I do.
They need a good GM. That's what they need. All right, that's another story for another time. Okay, so what I want to say is time for another, and I think that the peanut gallery agrees with me.
No, she's saying she was holding up the new knives that we got. And
I was joking. I said they agree with me. It's a good segue. No, it's okay. No, don't apologize. It's okay.
Stop bashing the Patriots then.
Patriots suck. No, okay. So I've given 2 kudos to 2 different Boston teams. I am cool with, all right, hey, accept it for what it is. Your team beat my team, in the Super Bowl, and I was in person seeing it. You can give me a break. Okay, so you can give me a little bit of a break. All right, so, well, here's the thing. Because now what we got to do is we got to be selfish to me, because my segment is now coming on, and it's not as sexy necessarily as Big Space. And it's not nearly, and it doesn't have the orbit of amazingness that Space has, but ERok is solid. And what the solidness that he has tries to make sure that he has a show that is diverse. And this segment is called, you ready?
Yep. I'm waiting for it.
It was like the inside, the onside looking in, not the inside looking in, the onside looking in. Excuse me. And this is a brief segment that is dedicated to, just to remind whoever is not around for the previous shows, and it's about sports that we mainly cover: basketball and football, round ball, pigskin. But what we want to do is give a shout out, which we already kind of did in a weird way. We gave a one to the ice, but this could be anything, of any sport. So I think it's fair to be able to put a spotlight, have some credence laid upon there, whatever have you. So this is that time for that platform. So on that note, would you like to take the reins? Sorry, I had to focus at first. Take the reins first, or would you like me to start first, my friend?
I would like you to start first.
I did. That is fair. I made you start first last time. I apologize. Okay.
Yep.
Well, actually, this is easy for me. I did already kind of spoil one last segment, but this is such a cop out, and I know it. I hate it too. By the way, I really hate it, but because we're gonna get to it, but this isn't like a big story in the NBA. But I know, because I know we're not going to talk about it because it's not big, you know. It was Giannis being out. I want to shout out Drew Holiday. Holiday. He played he has had such a freaking awesome season. He's played out of his gourd. The dude's 3-point percentage. People keep saying oh, we knew he was good. I'm like, no. He is having a renounding season. It is ridiculous the way he's doing it. And he's already known as a defensive beast. And for the record, that man forfeited his entire, not this year, but a couple seasons ago, he forfeited his entire year's salary to give it to his foundation. I mean, that's real. He actually did that. It wasn't BS. He did that. That man is a altruistic gentleman. And he's very soft-spoken, but he's also very intense when he's on the floor. Not to hurt people, but to he's locked in. And I got nothing but love and respect. I wish that Carolina almost had him, but unfortunately who we losing to? Oh, UCLA. We lost him to UCLA back in the day. We recruited the crap out of him too. Oh, I really wanted him. All right. That sounded weird, but I don't care. All right. It's up to you. Oh, it's not up to you. It's on you. It's on you.
For me, I would have to say it's baseball. I think overall as a product, I've been more engaged, not just because I'm playing fantasy baseball, but it's a little bit more entertaining to see these games and see how quickly they're going by. I know we talked about earlier on a couple weeks ago or, a month ago that, the implementation of the pitch clock and everything to see what the game was going to be like and see if it would be more entertaining. In my opinion, I think it's been very entertaining. So I think baseball is doing a great job. I don't think anything's has been necessarily taken away from it, but I think it makes it more engaging and more entertaining, especially for younger fans who I mean, as we can all agree, are having shorter and shorter attention spans. So
Again, hell, I have one already. I'm not that young. I mean, I'm young. I ain't that young. I mean, he's right though. It's gone down like 35 minutes at this point. I think is what it is. Jeez.
yeah, it's about 35 minutes down from what it was. So it's too. I mean, it can only go down. I know. I think I mentioned it 2 weeks ago, but the
there's
Marlins game was only, they did 9 innings. The final score was 1-0, and the time of the game was an hour and a half.
There's one thing I want to point out. It's more important than that, or it's not more important. It's just more It's more recent, and I want to get your opinion. No, it's like I just want your opinion on it.
Yeah,
Max Scherzer.
Okay.
All right, give me your opinion. Please give me your opinion.
For me, it's a real issue because
give context too. By the way, context.
Max Scherzer was ejected from his game 2 days ago, right? It was
yesterday.
2 or 3 days ago. Yesterday?
Yes.
Okay. He was ejected for what the umps called a foreign substance on his game or on himself during his pitching performance, and he was irate. And this is the third pitcher so far this season overall, because they check now at the end of each inning to see if a pitcher has a foreign substance on him. And if they find one, it's an automatic ejection and an automatic at least a 10-game suspension. So he was assessed a 10-game suspension. However, he is going to appeal it, which I believe means he's still, if he has another start before his appeal is heard and before it's heard and like decided on, he can pitch again. But I don't think he will.
No, they already suspended him.
No, I know, but his appeal, he submitted an appeal which it's like when Brady appealed and then that year he was supposed to be suspended, but then they pushed it back. So I'm not sure on that, but honestly, I think it's a little bit ridiculous. I get that it's like, I feel like, again, I haven't seen exactly what they saw, and they haven't released a statement exactly what was found on Scherzer to make warrant an ejection. So if they had said, oh, there was this substance, and they included something that kind of showed what it was, whether it was Vaseline, pine tar, or something. But yeah. I watched the video from Scherzer, and he, in my opinion, he was off that day. He was pitching well, but he had some pitches that was like, what's going on here? Which, maybe it was the substance he was using. But at the same time, I don't think it really was. I think there needs to be some new standard in some new form, not just a visible, not just, there's this weird tan or whatever, or weird, again, if you see Vaseline or pine tar, Severino for the Yankees had against the Red Sox 2 years ago, that was clearly obvious. It's very, the tried pulling his hand away and the dude's skin came up with it. That's clearly pine tar. That's a clear violation. But from the video that I saw, there was nothing in the glove, nothing on his actual person or anything for him to be even considered it. I feel like there needs to justifiably be
Can I open
up? Holy crap, scared the crap out of me. Yeah, just 1 second. Hi, hold up, everyone. You continue on real quick.
I think stricter guidelines need to be in place to check players. So that is my standpoint. Again, I think it's right that they're checking because maybe it was a bigger issue.
Yeah. Shout out to my cousin Callie. Shout out to Callie McGrady. She's like, oh, you got a podcast? I'm like, I do. Shout out to Callie. Hey, and Summer, right?
No, that's
Georgiana? Okay, shout out to Callie and Georgiana. What up? Hey, they're awesome. They're great. They're great people. Love them. All right.
But now, you know what I mean. I just think a stricter guideline needs to be in place.
Here's what I'm gonna correct you a little bit. A little bit, and I agree with you on 99.9%. or actually, you know what? I don't disagree with you about anything. It's just a matter of like I didn't hear some of the information, and you know more about baseball than I do,
Mhm.
so I trust you. I did. This was a weird thing. It was all right. His big. You remember what his biggest complaint was when he got out and his he was in the press conference, or he was in the.
I didn't see the rest of the
He
press
said
conference.
rosin and sweat, rosin and sweat, rosin and sweat, rosin. That's what he kept yelling at them. And he said when you get rosin and sweat combined, they're gonna become sticky. And can't remember Rosenthal, something Rosen, the guy on ESPN. Greg Rosenthal, thank you. He even said like, and what they do, I didn't know this. Like this is all new to me. They have rubbing alcohol, like alcohol, to put on there to get the rosin off. Now, I don't know. I didn't know that. But because I know pine tar is illegal as hell.
Oh
I know you can't use pine tar.
Well, you can't use pine tar for pitching, but baseball players use it to help them hold on to their bats.
They put them on their gloves, probably, right?
Yeah. Well, no. So they're no longer allowed to put it on their batting gloves, but they can do it on their actual bat.
Okay.
You see that? Eric, have you seen a baseball game like recently or somewhat?
Oh yeah. Ever since I joined this,
in the batter's box going like this on their handle when they hold it. That's pine tar. That's pine tar.
Wait, show that motion one more time. No, I'm not being sarcastic. No, I'm not being sarcastic.
No, they're holding their bat down and it's just like rubbing it with like they're shaving. It kind of looks like a glue stick.
It's like they're shaving it almost.
Yeah, it's a glue stick type thing that just goes along like their. Yeah, that's pine tar, so they can hold on to their bat.
Oh, that makes so much sense. I didn't know what the hell they were doing. Mm-hmm. Oh, that makes so much sense. No, I wasn't being like. I know you laugh. No. I'm perverted. I understand. I can be perverted. I understand. But I mean, like, I decided I can be perverted. I am not perverted. But no, it's like I did not know what they were doing. I just figured like if they were doing that, they put it on their gloves.
Oh no, they're not allowed to do it on their gloves anymore because they found that if a batter did that and like there was a ball in the dirt and the batter picked it up to like throw it back to the pitcher, there was leftover stuff on it.
It's like stick 'em in football, in old school football. Yeah. Well, here's the thing about Matt Scherzer when it comes to that. And I feel he said I put this on my kids, and I'm paraphrasing. I feel, and we'll move on, I swear, after this. I'll let you have the last word on this. But it's like my thing about it is I'm not saying that, hey, just saying because this is on your kids doesn't mean someone's telling the truth. I mean, just because Barry Bonds would have said that about steroids doesn't mean I believe him. I mean, I still think he's the best hitter of all time, but what I know, strike me down. I know I hate, I'm a millennial, but, plus I also watched the game where he broke the record, but, no, I have a tendency to believe that he didn't mean any, and Rosenthal said as well, when you try to use alcohol and you don't do it properly, it makes the combination even more tacky of sweat.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that he was not cheating, but I'm not saying he was cheating.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I think it was unintentional, and I think baseball should have done like a better eval of what exactly.
Ooh, eval. Wow, how Generation Z of you. How Zeno of you. You just said eval. Ooh, okay. No, I'm playing with you. But you're right. 100%. I think I don't know how they could have done it. I really don't understand how they could have in game done it. So they checked it.
Oh, yeah, no, it's very tough to do.
They checked it twice. I mean, like, I don't know. It's a judgment call. It's a judgment call, you know?
It's a judgment call, but then it shouldn't I think the automatic 10 game is
that's bullshit.
Yeah. That's what I'm most like. Okay, you wanted like again, don't think he should have been ejected. Maybe he should have been like, forced to go wash it off or something. Like I get the rubbing alcohol. Like but I know there's like a bathroom. Every MLB stadium has like a bathroom within like I want
5
to say
feet basically from the dugout in case they need to take a piss. Yes, I know.
And what you do is you have someone go down there with him, and you have someone watch him wash it off or whatever, and then determine it. Okay, I get it causes a delay, but it's better than just saying, nope, you're just ejected because you have this substance.
Cause a delay. Wait, what? More than what it used to?
Well, no, because I get that. Like, if you send in an official down there, it's gonna take. If like,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. It's just funny. It's like, oh wow, yeah. From the short time that was 4 hours and a million years, now it's
But we are going to move on. It was a very good question, though. I think it was a very good question. So thank you, Eric.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Oh, it's my pleasure. And thank you, my sweet cousin that came in and said, "Oh, wait, you do a podcast?" I'm like, "I do." Onside Take, by the way, Callie. Onside Take with ERok in space. Check it out.
So we are going to move on to our next segment, which
what is it called? What is that called?
Best Smaller Pieces, or as we like to call it, our BSPs.
But why is it called that? Why is it called?
Because we want to pay homage to the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Randy. I'm not going to try to pronounce his last name because
I'm not. That's why I say Randy Z.
Randy Z for giving us a platform. Shout out Randy.
Here's LeBron. Hold on, here you
go. Yes, Randy, thank you again for giving us
a platform. Man. Randy, you're the man. Sorry, I interrupted you, but Randy, you're the man.
Mm-hmm. He very much is. So this is where, again, we talk more about some smaller news pieces throughout, whether it's sports or specifically football or basketball, depending on what our podcast today is going to be mainly focused on. Recently, if you guys have been watching, you can kind of pick up on the trend that this is going to be more about football in these segments, as we are football stories for.
Oh, not basketball. Where I was going.
Oh,
you kidding me? With things we were watching last night with the nut shots.
No. I said the smaller pieces, and then the bigger
smaller pieces.
Yeah.
I apologize.
I'm explaining what the best.
We should have covered this. We should have covered this in rehearsal.
No, best smaller pieces is where we talk about kind of smaller.
He's right.
And we've mainly been talking about basketball, as we know the playoffs are in full effect, and we'll get, as my co-host just mentioned, there are some very controversial things going on in the NBA. We also have some breaking news updates that just passed, which we will touch upon after the segment. But first off, I think I hinted at it during my
start at it, baby.
During the introduction on our Onside the Horizon. What I was talking about.
Wait, Jake, before you start, here you go. Let me get the tennis ball up. Hold up. Ready?
Yep.
Metaphor tennis ball.
And I think that's like Barry Bonds' record-breaking home run. That is sucker is out of here.
Tennis ball. We'll roll with it. That's good.
Still, I can hit it with a tennis racket. I'm not and just smash it.
I'd be really cool to see that how that actually happened, like hitting it. Like, hey, man, that's cool. We're on the same page. Here you go. What's up?
Yes, but for that, we are talking about the NCAA groundbreaking rule change. Well, I say groundbreaking, but it's a very big rule change. They are no longer going to stop the clock after first downs. I think this is going to create a very interesting aspect. I also think college football is going to have to be more strategic. I believe, and I think a lot of people have seen that, teams late in games in college football don't have to worry about timeouts, because as long as you get a first down, the clock stops, and then on the snap, it continues to run. Now it's going to be very similar to the NFL, where timeouts late are going to be extremely important. I think it's going to be a little bit weird again in those first couple weeks, but overall, I think it is going to be a very, very unique change that is going to not necessarily help players get more acclimated to like an NFL playing style.
No, you're right. It is. You're right. It is.
Right. Yeah, but I think it's going to be very big on that. Also, I want to get Eric. I want to get your thoughts on the Patriots hosting Will Levis today, because for me it's very interesting being a Pats fan. But I want to get what you think about it. So I'll let you start there. Also, Eric, if you have any stories you heard about that I didn't mention, please.
I don't. I really don't actually. What I will say, I've already gone through mine, but I will say, and it's Will Levis. I will Levis say. I'll do the Home Alone. I will Levis say. No, I will. I can't even stop laughing about it now. Are you watching the TV?
No, I'm watching the camera.
Yeah, I caught you. I saw your eyes. There you go. Stop checking out the babes in Malibu. Come on now. All right. So what I will say. What I will say about that, before I get to that, I just need to interject about one thing. About when it comes to, you know what? Never mind. I'm just going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that totally alone. But I'll skip straight to Levi Jones over there. All right. So Will Levi Jones, he's a hit or miss when it comes to it. I mean, it's cool to be the Panthers in this moment, to have their pick of the litter, as the Southerners will say. I'm like, hell, we got pick of the litter. But it's true. I'm like, hell. But
no, you're not wrong. You are not wrong.
But it's like, I've actually totally turned my tide over, and I've said I've been turning it more and more and more. For the record, I'm officially towards Bryce Young.
Wow, that is. I'm not surprised, but at the same time, it is very.
It's surprising.
I would have thought by now you would have been like, you know what? I don't care either one. I would love to have either one. I thought that's. I never thought you would actually choose a side.
I'd still be okay with both, but I'm at that point where it's like, if you don't draft this guy, you're gonna regret not having him later on.
Wow,
that's gonna be. I know. So I'm officially.
You know what, Eric? I'm proud of you though. This shows personal growth and actually making a decision.
You know what? I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to make personal growth, and you know, but I'm saying, like, the more I've been falling in love with Bryce Young. I mean, this dude, I've watched his film, I've watched his tape. I mean, the dude knows how to protect himself, and I love CJ Stroud too. I really do, but man, Bryce Young moves in the pocket so smoothly. It's ridiculous. And we have a great offensive line. That's not what you asked me. Excuse me. That's not what you asked me though. What did you ask me? Okay.
Well, thoughts on the NCAA rule change.
Yes, yes.
Also, okay. I know the Patriots just do their due diligence, but okay, yeah. How is Will Levis going to still be?
They're not going to get Will. Will Levis won't be available.
I just think it's
a fact. That's a fact. In fact, I think
I did want your thoughts on sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'll let you finish.
Please.
Also your thoughts on the new suspensions the NFL handed out this morning on the 5 players they just suspended for 6 games due to violating their NFL's gambling law.
Not much to say about that. That's just that. I'll just ignore that. Honestly, that's just what it is. I mean, I think Calvin.
I don't understand why there was no information released and all. Literally, I woke up this morning and saw the news that there was a suspension, and I'm like, okay, was it as bad as what was previously, or was it just were just?
Here's what Adam Schefter said, and I think this. I don't like it. I don't, because I don't agree the fact that Pete Rose is not in the Hall of Fame because of that. He wasn't betting on his own team. That's a whole nother freaking can of worms. The reason that Jameson, I think his last name is, the reason The reason he wasn't, and there was maybe one other person, they weren't suspended because they didn't bet on football. But not only none of them actually bet on football, but this Jameson specifically didn't bet in the facility. They actually like it's basically like DraftKings, like he's on his cell phone hitting it up in this facility, and that's just ridiculous. I mean,
That's the reason they're suspended 6 games.
Only 6 games, yeah, that's it. Because he did, but he didn't bet football. The others bet football. They bet football. They didn't bet their own team, but they bet football. Same as Calvin Ridley, but they did it. So, but that's why I think there's another person as well. But yeah, Jameson, I don't know, whatever. But
Jameson will, yeah.
Jameson Williams, thank you. Skank you very much. All right, so no, he pretty much did like daily bet, but he was doing it for like MLB or NBA or college, something like that.
Yeah, so the players that were suspended were
yeah.
I think
it's absolute bullshit. It's absolute bullshit.
Yeah, it really is at this point.
I agree. I think Pete Rose being denied from the Hall of Fame is bullshit. But again, that's another argument for another.
Yeah. So it's Stanley Berryhill III, Jameson Williams, Quintez Cephas, CJ Moore, and Shaka Tony.
No, and make sure you clarify they're not all on the same team.
No, yeah, they're not.
No,
they are not.
I think there's like some. What was it though? The Redskins. Oh, sorry. That's habit. The Washington football team.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I refuse to call them the other thing. Ironically, but Washington. Let's just say this: Washington and Detroit. They were split. They were chilling together, and yeah. So that's it. But I still think it's ridiculous, and they weren't betting on their teams. I mean, I don't know. Whatever. Okay. I hate. What are my opinions? Oh yeah, sorry. What are my opinions about it? There you
go. Thoughts on the NCAA rule change?
I really don't care. That's actually not a big deal. I think there's bigger fish to fry at this point. I think there's bigger fish to fry when it comes to. There's just bigger fish to fry. I don't know how that takes a whole nother. There's too many things to get to, and we plan on having too many awesome shows to get into it. But let's put it this way: that is the least of their concern, and so whatever. But what do you say? There's no. Oh, we're talking about football too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Who cares? It's not okay. Oh man.
All right. I guess I didn't choose good segments or good news stories for this week. I mean, there's nothing else really to.
It's like, all right, then start. Do you want to play in the NFL? Then play like the NFL.
Yeah.
We want but the XFL can do that for you if you really feel like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Either one. That's all. That's all I got. That's all I got.
No, I understand.
But it's one thing that we are going to get to because it's your turn.
To what, Eric? My turn to ask my question.
The question of what?
My trivia question.
The trivia question of what? Oh, I know. It's your turn. It's your turn, bro. It's your turn, bro. Come on now.
As a good transition, there has only been one player to ever play against the 72-10 Bulls and the 73-9 Warriors. Who was it?
You're gonna tell. I know where the Bulls year were. You're gonna tell me the Warriors year, though. Obviously, right?
No. There's one player that played both teams.
Oh, on both teams.
No. So there's one player that went up against the 73-9 Warriors and the 72-10 Bulls. Who was it?
Okay. I love you, but you're gonna have. This is so confusing now Like
Okay, there's one player played against the 72-10 Bulls and the 73-9 Warriors. Who was it? Who played against both teams?
Said one player.
Yes. Someone played during both eras.
Oh, I'm
faced
thinking
both teams.
I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
And this is regular season and postseason?
Yes.
Jesus, this is damn, dude. All right, like finding a needle in a haystack over here. I mean, Jesus. And they didn't have to win. It's just
yes. This player. If I give you, I don't know how to give you a hint.
No, you don't. No, don't give me a hint. I just want to. Son of a bitch. Damn, dude, it's really hard. I mean, it's not a bad question. It's just really freaking hard.
He was within the last 3 years, he was inducted into the Hall of Fame.
You didn't have to.
I'll give you that. That's my hint.
No, you didn't have to tell me. I was just curious.
Okay.
No, I didn't even want you to tell me that. Oh my god. I know it's like you want me to explain this, my thought process, but literally, if anyone has ever heard of dial-up where it's like like AOL back in the day, that's what my head's doing right now. I'm like, oh my god. This is like, wow. I'm gonna give it a shot. No, on the Bulls, played on the Bulls and played on there.
No, played against someone who went up against.
So played against the Bulls, but played
against. No, played against the Warriors.
Oh.
Someone who faced both teams.
In 96 Bulls, this is a confusing question, but 96 Bulls, they played.
So Eric,
no, let me say it real quick. So this person,
yeah,
I'm assuming it's a he.
Yes.
He played against the 96 Bulls, but he obviously lost because it's 96 Bulls. And then he played against the well, they eventually lost Warriors, excuse me. But he obviously lost on both, not necessarily lost, but he played against both of them. All right. I mean, we got to get the show moving, so I'm going to have to put one in. That's what she said. Oh my God. I hate you right now.
You're gonna kick yourself.
I know I am. I'm gonna be so pissed because I know I'm gonna be.
It was just brought up too.
No, I didn't say it yet. Oh, damn it! Damn it! I'm gonna be so pissed. I'm gonna guess one because I know it's not. Even though I know it's not fucking right. This hurts my soul. Anderson Varejao. I know it's not right. I know it's not right.
It's not right. It was Kevin. It was Kevin Garnett.
I wouldn't have gotten that actually. Son of a bitch.
I would have thought. I realized when I thought about the question, I'm like, crap. You watch First Take and all that, and it was brought up because it was like a weird anniversary thing. But it was like, I'm like, this is definitely a question I know will be difficult, but Eric will love because it's a great question.
It's not that I don't love it. It's just hard as fuck. That's all it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't think it would be as hard.
Hey, don't apologize. It's a great question. I just was like caught off guard. Was like,
Oh.
damn.
I didn't think Garnett played. I thought Garnett had retired before the 73
He
and
played for Boston, played for Brooklyn, son of a. I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at myself. All right, whatever. No, I'm just That was a good question. It's not your fault. It's a good question. I should have known that. I really should have. Oh well. It's like if you asked about Paul Pierce. Have been the same. I keep forgetting they played for the freaking.
My hint was going to be he played the two teams everyone knows he played for were the Timberwolves and Nets, and I was gonna leave out Celtics.
No, that would have been a gimme.
Yeah.
That wouldn't have been fair. No, you did the right thing. I'm PO'd at myself because well, actually I'm really not, but I'm also PO'd because I really wanted to get it. That's all it is. All right. So on that note, let's cool off a little bit. Well, when I say we, you me, let's cool off a little bit. And let's talk about the real meat of the burger here. Let's talk about the real core of the burger here, Talk about the cheese, the lettuce, the mayo.
Get into the meat.
What else do you want on a burger? What's on the burger? What's on that?
Bacon.
Okay, sure. I mean, I actually love bacon, but I don't want it on a burger. But I respect it. I do. I've had junior bacon cheeseburgers several times. Onion rings is what other people said. I'm not a fan. I love them. Again, separate. Yeah,
That's fair.
I'll take raw onions.
Yes, that's a good one. I like raw
onion rings. Raw onion rings, like on there. I like that crunch. That's not like fried. Makes it not feel so fat.
All right, we are going to move.
Wait, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, that's right.
We're moving on to our basketball segment. And I think the glaring question besides these series have been the
Hold up, before you start. I know the main ground beef of the whole subject is what we're going to talk about. Let's go ahead and let's start off though. Actually, I guess they're both ground beef when it comes to it. They're both barbecue, as Shaq says, they're both barbecue chicken. I don't know. What you want to start with? 76ers or Dubs? Which one I'll let you choose, actually.
I want to start with Dubs because I want to get it out of your system before.
No, I'll let you start. You go ahead. All right. So
I thought it was a really impressive game. But again, I expected that with the Warriors at home. I expected them being that good and being basically clicking on all cylinders and being locked in. Again, Steph also had like two games that were very uncharacteristic on the road, but that's to be expected because the Warriors have not been great on the road. Also, again, that's what I expected. I didn't think anything else was going to occur that night. I thought it would have been like a little bit closer early on, but it was kind of like the deficit didn't go down to I think the deficit only went down to 6 for the Kings at one point. So
no, let me ask a better question then. Because actually this is the more important question, I guess, or the more daunting question to people today. Does this take the series momentum and flip it? Because without Draymond and their best defender, and it's a 17-point swing when he's not there, does that make it like, and it's obviously have another home game, does that make it a new series? Especially and especially the way Kawhi Leonard played. He had 9 offensive rebounds and 20 boards total. Yeah. I mean, does that make it a new series?
Personally, I don't think so. I think Draymond, if the Kings keep playing the same like game plan on where they're gonna get under your skin and like try to get you to commit errors, I think Draymond at that point is actually a liability out on the court. Because I think people get easily underneath his skin. You heard me. I think people get underneath his skin and it really affects his play, whether it's he fouls more often or
God.
That's my opinion.
You're the third person I've heard today say because they showed that he was that. They did that well without him last night.
I'm not saying they did that well without. I mean, I thought that again. I expected them to do that well no matter what, whether Draymond played or didn't play. They were at home. They've been one of the best home teams.
No. D Green is their absolute. He's not just he's also one of their best facilitators, if not their best facilitator, which is saying something because Steph is a monster, as people saw last night.
Yeah.
No.
But I think I wasn't saying they weren't going to be playing well with him.
No, they're going to play better with him now because now they have the confidence to know, oh, wow, we can do this with Kuminga played way better. Looney, good Lord. He was out of his gourd last night. And it's just, I feel like the pendulum has swung totally that way now. And I know everyone's like, oh, you're biased, man.
No, I think you're right, though. I agree with you I think it swings. But when they go back to Sacramento, they still have to play 2 in Sacramento.
That's true. That's
my thing. I don't think Sacramento can win a game. I have to say this, if they somehow like beat the Warriors at the buzzer or whatever tomorrow night, then I think Sacramento has a really good chance to end it back in Sacramento.
That's
the only thing. But again, Warriors still have to win a game in Sacramento, which I don't think they're
capable. That's fair. No, it's a matter of who's going to win a road game first.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Let me ask you a question real quick, though. Let me ask you a question. Who? And I'm sorry for saying ask you a question. I'm sorry. I've been watching Kendrick Perkins too much today. All right, let me ask you a question. Do you think that the defense? Never mind. Damn it. Sorry. I got distracted and I just couldn't. I'm sorry.
No, what is it? It's all right.
No, it's all good. I'm saying like, all right, well.
Who do you think has the better defense?
Here's the thing about the Warriors.
I mean, did you watch how much of the game did you watch last night?
No, all of it. They've been watching. They've been watching. They've been turning the ball over way too much themselves.
Sacramento.
Okay, here's what I was going to ask. I'm sorry, I got distracted. I got things going on everywhere. And I have a short attention span. All right, which is fine. I have to.
Here.
I have to focus. Like, hey, look over here. No, it's all right. I have to learn to tune out. No, Sabonis last night. That's what I was going to ask about. All right, because of
Sabonis looked off his game last night because Looney was manhandling him.
Did you hear? No, but the refs. Did you see any change in the calls last night? Is what I was going to ask. That's the question I was going to ask.
I don't. I thought they weren't calling a lot for the Kings, but again, we talked. I thought the Warriors were getting more calls, but we talked
for or against
for the Warriors.
For the Warriors.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but you had to kind of see that coming.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We talked about this on Wednesday about okay, if they're going to be calling it as favorably as they were in Sacramento, they have to keep consistency. And I think they're doing that, but overall, I don't think it makes for good basketball to watch.
Hey, man, if Duche Sabonis is going to get all those calls when he's in Sacktown, they got to have the opposite going on when they're in the Golden.
Yeah,
I was going to say go. Oh, what's the nickname? Damn, but either way, in Golden State, when they get to Oracle, they get to is it? No, it's Chase Center now. It's not Oracle.
Oh, it's Chase. Sorry.
You should be sorry. You should be sorry. No, I'm sorry too. All right. Well, yeah. When they get to Chase Center, yeah, it should be, and they're on notice now. And you know what? That leads into the next part, which we're about to talk about.
Yes.
Referee.
Oh my God. Can I start this off because
before we do this, who do you pick to win the series at this moment? We'll ask about every game. Who do you pick to win the series?
Who do I pick? I have to say
the Warriors and the Kings.
I think the Warriors win the series now. At this current moment, I think the Warriors. If you asked me prior to last night's game, I was going to say the Kings because
how many games?
What?
How many games?
I want to say it's going to be 6.
Ooh.
I think because I think if they keep this momentum and like again, if they have a blowout win tomorrow night, then I don't think Sacramento is going to be able to bounce back from 2 games down because that means they need to win the road game, and I don't think they can against the Warriors unless they win tomorrow night.
Believe this or not for me, I think it's going to 7. I think the Warriors are going to win. The reason I say 7 is because it's going to be. I think it might be 6. I agree with you, but if the Kings, if they get, I think they're going to win. I think they're going to win the next game. But if they go back to Sacramento, thinking they're on a high horse, oh no, their Kings are De'Aaron Fox. I don't know about all of them, but De'Aaron Fox, that man has never wavered through this entire series. That man has been a monster. He was a monster last game. Holy crap. That dude he's shown his stripes and he earned them. He's earned those stripes. Good God. All right. So I know you're wow. Like I was eager about Green yesterday. All right, come on, get at it. Come on, get at it.
Okay. So I think the two outliers right now have to be the Harden ejection, and then also the Embiid non-ejection. I just also to highlight this before we get any further. Joel Embiid is officially ruled out due to injury, and so is Kawhi Leonard. So we can talk about those after this, but I wanted to bring those up. They were just announced like while we were talking about football.
Oh, actually, that makes sense.
So again, I get if they wanted to give Harden a flagrant 1 for his foul. However, how in God's green earth don't you eject Joel Embiid for that?
Fine. You can cuss. It's fine. Say it. It's okay.
I can't believe it. I just can't fathom.
What he's saying is he can't fucking believe it. That's what he's trying to say.
I can't freaking believe it that Joel Embiid wasn't ejected for that kick, but also wasn't suspended because I think that because a lot of people are comparing that between Draymond's, and I think Draymond's was definitely really bad. But you have an argument there, as we talked about on Wednesday, of like, okay, it was, but it could have been interpreted as not intentional. But last night, it was so blatantly intentional.
Yeah.
And they don't kick him out of the game, and they don't do anything. Also, the NBA comes out and says, "Oh no, they're fine. We're not suspending either one." Which is like, what precedent are you setting there then? What are you setting there? So Draymond, who is a decent player and a good role player for them, gets suspended for something that was like, okay, was it bad? Yes, but is there a side to each? Yes. Where last night, again, it's as I do agree with Kendrick Perkins on one thing. I believe it's him who quoted today or yesterday that the NBA refs are setting a very dangerous precedent going forward. And I hope it can be correct. I hope we don't have to confront it again.
How did it really sound? The NBA is setting up really dangerous precedents for it, okay? I mean, we got to really understand what they do. I'm sorry. That's it. There you go. I know. I'm sorry. I interrupted your rant. I'm sorry.
But no, that's all I really have to say on it.
No. Actually, you're 100% right. I'm sorry. I interrupted you. You're good. You're on a roll, man. I was with it. I agree with you. I don't disagree with a single thing you said. Not a single damn thing you said. Hell, I even had to cuss for you one time. It was. He's just trying to be nice because his parents are in the same vicinity. So it's I'll cuss for him. Pardon my cousin and her friend in the next room because I know they're listening, like snickering, like hearing. I don't care. They're in middle school. It was fucking bullshit.
It was.
It was fucking bullshit. No, I don't think any of them should have been ejected. None of them. No one should have been ejected. Well, actually, you know what? That's not true.
If you look at all three side by side, Embiid should have been ejected.
Claxton, I don't think any of them should. If you look at them, yes. But if you're going to blame the most on anyone, there'd be two people: Claxton and Embiid. That's it. Harden's was absolute bullshit.
It was. Again, if you want to call that an offensive foul, I wasn't watching. I want to say I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch
me and my brother watched it, and he's like,
were they calling offensive fouls where it was like,
no, everything was so inconsistent. It was ridiculous. And then what made me even more upset about it, because I was waiting for this was more like the appetizer to the entree of the Golden State versus Kings game, because they have to put it off till like 1:00,000 o'clock when I'm not trying.
That's the other thing. We'll touch on that afterwards.
Yeah, that's a whole nother can of worms. But this was like, no, we saw him. We were like, my brother knows basketball just as well, if not better than I do, because he's better at it. And he also is the one who gave me a lot of my information. He's saying like what he was just warding. I'm like, I know. But Embiid, and you hear the explanation from the vice administrator of the refereeing, whatever, one of the top 3 ref people today. You hear what he said? This pissed me off.
I did not hear it.
Fucking much. I'm serious. This actually did piss me off. I know I look like I'm not being overdramatic. This pissed me off. On NBA Today, this asshole said, because the kick did not connect and Harden's did, that is what I'm like, oh, hell no. So
you're going to acknowledge it was a dangerous kick, but you're going to say the reason he wasn't ejected was because he didn't connect.
Oh, that's real. That's what he said. I mean, in so many words, that's what he said. And it was like, what? No, and I'm serious. I'm literally, I had the same exact face you have right now. I was like, I saw that, and my mom was like around somewhere, and I had a friend nearby, and I was just like, what the WTF? Except I didn't say it like that. I'm like, no. That is so not fair, and it is bullshit. Hell no. That is so not fair. No. Hell no. Not just no. Hell no. Because he didn't connect on his nards. He didn't connect on his Luke Kennards.
That's a good one. I like that one. That was a good one.
Well, I hate Duke, but it's still like, you're going to count that because he didn't connect. Sorry. Next time I want to frick someone up, I'll kick him.
I'll miss, but yeah.
I will say this. This is the only thing I'll say about this in defense of Embiid. Well, there's 2 things. One is not really defense. One is, I almost can see, all right, when this dude is stepping over me, Claxton, the hell with Claxton. He's a douchebag. Yeah. But when he's stepping over me, I'm almost thinking like, oh, hell no. And I like go keep my hand on the floor here, and I sweep his leg and like, no. And I sweep his ass out and like, get out of here. That's it. And that is going to be a tech. That's it. That's what I would do. Kicking is, I wouldn't kick. So that's against Embiid. It's also against Claxton, but either way, get that.
Yeah, Claxton. Also, you saw the guy who got ejected for taunting Embiid.
The same guy.
Yeah.
Claxton. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
well, it's so inconsistent. But here's the other.
What I'm saying. It's not.
Here's the other. Hold on. Here's the other part about it. When it came to Embiid, I will defend him in this one case, and it's not defending him. It's I don't know. Although I'm 70% sure that he was actually going for his nards, but sometimes when I look at the slow-mo, it looks like he was almost going to sweep him. I don't know if that's true, and I doubt it. I totally doubt it. I'm not going to excuse it. I think he was going for his nards. But, and I'm saying nards, I mean testicles, by the way, for everyone that knows this. But I think, I mean, there's a debate to say that, but that explanation by that dude earlier, oh my God.
Yeah,
Because he missed and James Harden hit, James Harden wouldn't even try. Get the fuck out of here. You're tripping. No, I'm that's all I had to say. That's just
it needs to be more consistent, but also
especially after Draymond. Now they got that. And guess what? Now they're gonna have LeBron versus dude this week.
Yeah.
You don't think that's gonna be chippy?
No, it's gonna be it's gonna just fuel this huge thing. What was the other one I wanted to talk to you about? Crap, I forgot what it was.
I know we get too heated.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's just a lot to get heated about right now. It's not because of just the competition. There's too many external factors coming into the freaking fold right now.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
But also being just super inconsistent.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And it's taking away from good basketball.
It really is.
Jesus.
Oh.
Sorry.
No, you're good. I think that should be maybe enough for today on the basketball stuff. I think we covered what we needed to.
No, it's not. We got one more thing to cover. It's all good. We're good.
No, I meant for basketball. I meant about the basketball.
No, I didn't just mean for basketball. No, there's something else to go with basketball. We did actually cover a lot in a whole, but at the same time, there is something else to go over here. How should they react, or how should they handle this? Is the question. That's the way. That's the thing. Is like, because
it's
here's
really
hold up. Let me introduce it real quick to where I can frame it. There is obviously an issue with inconsistency. We've already addressed that. I think the other inconsistency, well, it's not an inconsistency, it's a problem, is that players are moving within the flow of the game. And as a football player, whatever I was, all whatever random ones I did, lacrosse player, whatever, you have a feel. Well, I played basketball but I was only good like that at lacrosse. But the only thing, but when it came to you get a feel for what the refs expect. That's what it is. I think that it's super important all of a sudden to where we acknowledge the players and the coaches, for that matter, are getting so just confused right now, or they're getting frustrated, but for a good reason, So what needs to be done is what I'm going to ask you. That's my question.
It's really hard because it's like you either call it, and then you have ticky-tack stuff where it's like, should you really have called it? And we have this debate on, should they be calling that? I can see a lot of similar ones to Harden getting called for flagrant twos and people getting ejected, which isn't what should be happening. But if you don't call it, then you have people being like, player safety at that point.
But this comes right after the Draymond one. And this also there's another onion layer to this, where there is this comes out in a playoff game, in a consequential playoff game. That's where I'm going to add. That's the other part.
I don't.
What do you think should be done to that? I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. It's so tough.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I'm just trying to think. In my opinion, what it would do is stop calling the stuff if it gets into an altercation with the kick or whatever, something like that. If they want to call an ejection and play it like that, I can see them doing it and agree with it to a point. However, if that's the way they need to do it. If something gets like that, call it a flagrant 2, get him out of here. But stop calling like the Harden thing. Okay, if you want to call it an offensive foul, fine.
You're
But
right.
don't
You're on the
call
same
it
page as me. I hear you. You're going on the same page as me. You're like me. We're going in circles. I agree. That's
Yeah.
where my mind's going. My mind is going in circles. I'm like, well, you gotta do. Oh, son of a bitch. I don't know. You're like feeling the same way I am. I want to call certain things. I want to call it the way, but I agree with what you say about Draymond. But I also think maybe Joel. Dude, this is a puzzle. But I don't like the way the refs are doing it. I really hate it. And I'm just stuck. I'm stuck, man. But I don't like, here's the main thing. All right, here's what I will say. This is the one thing I am sure of. I don't like the inconsistency.
I don't either.
I want some continuity. That's it. You know what? And I'm not saying I'll like it, but at least there'll be a straight line going through there, you know? Come on. I mean, don't make it just the bar keep moving, you know? I mean, come on, dude. I guess that's all I'm looking for. It's not a great solution. It's not even a solution. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I'm stumped.
I'm stumped too. I don't understand how they can, like, in a way, not in a way, reverse it, if that makes sense.
I just don't know I honestly don't know what to do. This is like one of those conundrums. Like in NFL, I can suggest certain things for refs. And in NBA, I can suggest certain things for refs, but they've kind of put everyone with an opinion in a box. But it's a repetitive box. Like we don't know what to do. It's a sort of like, oh, okay, all right. I don't know what to do. This is whatever's happening now ain't working. That's what I know. It ain't working.
It isn't.
It's costing. It's pardon my French. Doesn't matter at this point. It's fucking up the game.
It really is, because now you don't know which way they're supposed to go. Like, are they not supposed to call it? Are they supposed to call every ticky-tack thing, and then you just have it getting out of, like, complete hand?
It ruins the next game, and it ruins the whole format of the series. We got lucky with the Warriors that it didn't actually, like,
Yeah, it wasn't like a big factor where it's like, oh, crap, they're missing him.
Yeah, you can't blame it on them for that reason. This is just getting out of hand, man. Like, pun intended, this is getting out of hand, man. Like, I'm just so tired of this bullshit. I'm serious. Like, the refs are having too much control at this point. That's it. I'm done. That's it. I'm just pissed about it. It's pissing me off. All right, so picking Warriors and what? Wait, we didn't even.
No, we didn't even talk.
We'll keep this one quicker, I suppose. You know what? That one was worth it, though. All right. Wait, no, we did talk about both. We talked about the Sixers and the Warriors. We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good. You know what's time for?
What time is it?
Me to ask you a question.
I see.
All right. How many times has someone gotten kicked in the nards? No, I'm playing. I'd say. I'm just saying that segment was good, and it just pisses me off, dude. God, I'm sorry. Whoever sees this, it pisses me off.
It does
very much. I can't stand it. I mean, yes, don't kick someone in the nuts. Draymond shouldn't have gotten suspended. Joel should have probably gotten suspended. So much to keep up with. This is so sad. James Harden shouldn't have gotten suspended. Whatever the next dude, whatever. He probably should have gotten suspended too, but definitely, but oh my God, get your priorities in. Get your ducks in. All right. Okay. I'm asking questions now. Hey.
Yes, you are.
Hey, you sit back. I'm asking the questions now. Okay. Hey, sit
Get
back.
there, bud. You got it.
You want a cup of coffee? Want a cup of coffee? All right. I'm asking the questions now. Okay. All right. Hey, just sit back. All right. Good copy here very soon. Okay. Your attorney ain't here yet. No, I got you. All right. So we're officially doing NBA though, right? To make sure.
Yeah.
Sure about that. All right, I got you. Now you're not gonna cheat though, right?
Nope.
All right, once this is done, I want to see your hands up.
Okay.
Hands up, don't shoot. I want everything up. All right, come on now. All right. There you go. All right, here we are. No, keep them there. Keep them there. Hands in the sky. Who is the last Golden State Warrior to win a slam dunk contest?
Has to be Jason Richardson.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm like I almost didn't say Richardson because I forget that for me those old Warriors jerseys kind of
way too easy.
It was because those old Warriors jerseys kind of look like the Pacers with the colorway, with that weird like.
All right. Bonus question. Since that was so easy, I'm sorry. That was. I apologize to everyone. That was way too easy. All right, here's a bonus question. Since he got a Sabonis question, which means it's dirty. No, like so who is the point guard on the last seeded Warriors that beat the Dallas Mavericks?
Say it again.
Who is the point guard on the? I'm not mistaken. The 8th seeded Warriors that beat the number 1 seeded Dallas Mavericks, which had Steve Nash and Dirk Nowitzki. Actually, no, it didn't have Steve Nash. It had Dirk Nowitzki.
I don't.
They did have Michael Finley, though. I will say that.
Was it? I don't know. Was it Gary Payton? Or
That was the Lakers. I will give you a hint because again, this doesn't go against you because you already did it. He played for the Hornets before then. That was where he made most of his career, and his number was number 1.
I don't know.
He had a headband. Baron Davis.
Yeah, I was not gonna get that.
Nah, it was more of a. It doesn't count against you. That was extra credit. That's it.
Appreciate it.
Plus, that was a really easy ass question I gave you. Son of a bitch. I should have said like who is Vince Carter's cousin that won that competed in the slam dunk contest, and you're gonna get that. Who was it?
I didn't know you were asking. Can you re-ask it? I wasn't. I didn't.
No, I said it was something easy as like who is in the same dunk contest that Vince Carter won. Who was his cousin that competed against him?
Oh, I don't.
I know that was that's the easiest of the ones I've asked.
I don't know.
Are you fucking kidding me? For real?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tracy McGrady.
I didn't know they were related, to be honest. I think I've heard it, but I don't know.
They're first cousins. And they played on the Raptors at the exact same time.
That's interesting.
Difference was Vince came out of UNC as a junior, if I'm not mistaken. McGrady came out as a high schooler. Yep. You didn't know that? Oh, what the hell? I should have asked that question. What the hell? I asked the wrong question. I gotta pick my questions better. All right. So you know what's time for now? Why don't you tell them? I'm ashamed of myself. Tell them what it is. Because
it is time for that wrapping up segment we like to call our MIT.
I'm sad.
What? Because you didn't ask a tough question?
Yeah. I'm sad. But what is MIT without anyone that has to have any kind of, I don't even know. I'm pissed. I'm mad at myself. So mad at myself right now. It's just I'll say, all right. Conclusion, collusion is never with fusion, because when we get fusion, we'll never be separated. With separated, we'll never evaporated, because then we'll actually be just floating in the sky. And I love everyone, and I love all my guys that are cool and the BSP team and everyone. Guess what? I want to go ahead and chill and tell my dude from space and my man. Guess what? He knows what I mean.
What do you mean?
I mean, he shines and he gleams. And this is my man, Space, the ace.
Thank you.
No, that was right. That was off the cusp. I am so sorry.
You're good.
I'm so mad at myself. I'm still so mad at myself right now. Oh my god.
You're good. You're good.
I'm talking to myself. I'm so mad at myself. That was such an easy question. I want to beat you. I'm very competitive. All right. I'm very competitive.
I know you're very.
You're kicking my ass right now too, though, and I hate it because I know I'm better at this than you, so that's okay. All right. I think so.
Yeah. No, we are gonna talk about our.
You were holding off until I said it. You're like, nah. What are we gonna talk about? Oh wait, most impressive thing we saw this week. And guess what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let this dude start first.
Mine is going to be actually from today. It's going to be. Hold on, I gotta make sure I know how to pronounce his last name because I think it's very difficult to pronounce.
Victor Wembanyama.
What?
Are you talking about Victor Wembanyama?
No. It's from baseball actually. It was. Where is it? The pitcher for the Cubs, Drew Smiley's perfect game was broken up because his catcher decided to jump over his back and
that is awesome.
It wasn't able to make the throw the first. And it's not, I just feel bad because I think he could have done it. And against the Dodgers would have been very impressive. That was my MIT. I think it's a shame. I mean, Dodgers did get blown out 14-0, so.
I know what my MNIT was, most not impressive thing was. That was me and no one understands. I am that disappointed in myself. I need to do better. I really need to do better. That's why I'm covering my face. I just have to. I'm ashamed. But what my most impressive thing of the week was taking this off of this. All right. On the real, though, most impressive thing I saw this week was Steph Curry. Surprising for me. Willing his team from near defeat. And it was so... I just love watching it. Watching that man is a masterpiece. My brother doesn't watch NBA like that. But watching him go through the lane, being smaller, put up teardrops, put up...
Yeah. That confirmed to me how special he is to actually watch in person, watch and to see him play.
Oh man, he's the best shooter I've ever in history. It's not even like I've ever seen. He is the best shooter I've ever seen, but he's the best shooter ever. But just watching him, he will will his team as much as he can, and I love it. I love watching him play. Clay is great. Clay is one of the best pure shooters I've ever seen. Mm-hmm. But Steph is the best shooter. Like, no matter what, he can be wherever he wants, and it's just there. But that was the most impressive thing. Yep. On that note, I think we're ready to enjoy our Friday night, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our Friday night, right? Friday night, right? Hey, it's my humble way to cancel sign off on this show. And I really want to thank everyone again for the support that they have given us. I want to thank the support that BSP has given us. I want to thank the support of my co-host. I'm going to get some sticky notes, I swear. Some sticky notes here. My co-host Space here. Everything. It's not like we're signing off forever. I'm just saying. I want to thank everyone so much. So, y'all are awesome. You're beautiful. You are much valued, and you enjoy yourself and have a very safe and fun weekend. Got anything you want to say to them, big boy?
Yes, shout out to Randy again, as Eric talked about at the beginning. Shout out to all our editors who make us better writers, especially Mason and our other man behind the mirror. Shout out to the rest of the BSP family. We love you all. Also, special announcement for next week. We will not be having a Friday show. We are going to be moving it up to bring you live draft coverage next Thursday.
Oh, shit. I forgot about that.
Eric, we talked about this.
I know. Sorry. I lost total track of the days. I'm so sorry. He's right.
Next week, we will still be having our Wednesday show. However, it might be a little bit different because we do want to give you some more content and stuff so we can actually focus on the draft on
Listen to the boss. Listen to the boss. Listen to the boss here. He knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. Well, listen, we will focus more on Thursday. Our preliminary plan is to give you a couple minutes before the first pick, and we're only going to follow up for you for the first 10 picks because if we stuck with you through the entire first round, that's going to be a very long show, and we don't want to give all live reactions, but we will try to do our best to cover the first 10 picks and give you our live reactions to each.
I can't get any more detail than that because this guy already beat me to everything and I didn't know it, so it's okay. All right, sorry. I told you I had a slow day. My mind is slow on this day, I should say. Okay, on my mind this day, this should say. That was unintentional. Okay, so what I will say is that thank you so much, Space. Thank you so much for spending your Friday with me. Thank you, everyone, for watching our show that we spent our Friday doing because guess what? You're beautiful. You're a lovely audience. And again, be safe, be good. And let's be real. Y'all want to watch us. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. See y'all later.